Good morning traders, this is the third time doing this video. Anybody knows a good screen recording app, do let me know. So Monday the 17th, approximately 10 AM. A few things are on watch. If they're marked as red, it means that it's a primary. If it's yellow, it's maybe. So if there's anything that's maybe, when I have a daily watch list, so at the end of the day, when I'm marking if it's still of interest for the following day, I will just post up some screenshots. So if we start on Aussie Yen, we can see on the daily we've got a nice downward sloping trend line. Price has broken the daily 50 EMA, and now we are coming back to retest value to take lower. My target here is 71.5 really as a first target. Second target would be down here making a new lower low, but not too sure about that at the moment. When we go on to the 4 hour, we can see price is currently at 382 Fibonacci. Could come up to 618, so I'm not too interested in this until we see a break of this upward sloping trend line. It's interesting because we have sort of double topped here. Price has rejected, and it looks like we're coming up to go again. So we'll see what happens. Break of that trend line and I will be interested. CAD Yen, look on the weekly. You can see we've had a lot of downward pressure, and then we've got this upward sloping trend line here. So eventually I'm looking for price to come back to this area. Long term bearish on this, but when we look on the 4 hour, we can see broken the bigger structure of this upward sloping trend line. Price has rejected here. We're at an interesting level here because we're at 50% Fibonacci, and CAD Yen doesn't really react well to 50% Fib. It's normally either 382 or 618. So I'm actually expecting price to come a little bit higher, but we can see here we have got an interesting level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 touch, 6, and then a rejection here, 7. So it's quite a lot going on in this area. So it is of interest, but again, I just need to see a break and retest of this trend line. First target would be this level. Second target would be around here. So around a round number of sort of 80.5. Euro dollar is interesting as well. Look on a weekly and we can see we've got this downward sloping channel. Price is right at the bottom of it now. On the daily, we can see it's hugely overextended. We've had a good run down, and we're looking for longs just to take back up to value. I'm not going to play this all the way because there's so much indecision in the dollar at the moment. So when we go down to that 1 hour, I'm simply looking for price to break out of this structure, break out of the 1 hour 50 EMA and retest it to take long. Probably only take long to maybe here or here, and just see how clean that rejection is and what the higher time frames are looking like. I don't think this will happen today, most likely happen tomorrow. Euro Yen, this one's quite a simple one. Look on the daily. Broken out of this. We'll look on the weekly, will make a bit more sense. Nice structure here. Broken out of this structure. It's come back, retested that weekly 50 EMA, and then we've made a new low. On the daily, we can see we've broken out again of this smaller structure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then broke it on the 5th, retested the daily 50 EMA and made the low. On the 4 hour, we are simply just looking for a retest to this sort of resistance level here of 120. Around this level, I have put my entry a little bit lower, only because that is where the 4 hour 50 EMA is at the moment. I very much doubt if we just see a clean rejection of this, I very much doubt I'll be entering this, because by the time you've added your spreads, you know, and the time that's moved up, stop behind 7.5, targeting here or a 1-to-1. I don't trade 1-to-1s, so I'd like ideally something around this. Nice tight stop behind 618 here, targeting around here, so still be a 40 pip stop. This pair is very wicky, so it is nice to have some sort of breathing room, but we'll just see what happens if we get a rejection. Pound dollar, higher time frames, I am bullish. You can see pull back to this downward sloping trend line would be interesting. Lines up with 1.2 on the fib target as well, and then here you can see we have had a rejection of this level before, so 1, 2 and 3. So it is where I think price will go. The dollar is so indecisive at the moment, so I'm not too sure. When we look on a 4-hour, we can see price has broken this. This could simply be a fake out, getting traders on the wrong side. But if we see some sort of clear direction, then I will look to buy this. Dollar CAD, I'm still in, just waiting for a deeper low somewhere around here or here, and I will put my stop to break even. Natural gas is interesting. Called this last week or the week before. Rejection from the first support level I had. We'll see if we get a rejection on this 4-hour 50 EMA. If we do, then I will just take this long. Interested in that. Not interested in gold at the moment. Not interested in oil. The only other one to pay attention to really is the DXY and the FXCM dollar index. So if we look on the daily here, price still hasn't broken this 100 handle. When we do, we will either see a huge rejection and price will just flip the other way, targeting the lows to trap a lot of long positions out, or it will go the opposite. It will go. I don't think we've broken this level now since sort of 2017. So let's have a look. This level was last broken here, April 2017, back down to the downside. So very interesting level, especially where it's a round number as well. FXCM dollar index is the same. It is just being pushed. It's just being squeezed. I prefer the weighting of DXY really, just the way that I trade, but interesting to watch, so we will put them back on maybe. Thank you for watching, traders. Please remember to like and subscribe.